guys, welcome back to Life on the Wrist. Hope you guys are doing well today. We're going to be looking at a video from another watch YouTuber, Teddy Baldassarre, and I'm going to be looking at one of his videos where he discusses the watches of CEOs and famous business executives. He's done a couple of these videos. He's done them on famous presidents, I believe, and I thought this was a really cool video. It actually has a part 2 of it, which I may take a look at as well. We're going to look at the watches that he discusses and give you my thoughts on them. I thought this was a really cool way of kind of bringing the watch community together and giving you guys some other YouTubers that you should probably take a look at, because they do create really great content. If you aren't subscribed to Teddy and you're a subscriber of mine, be sure to check out Teddy's videos, because they're absolutely phenomenal. He's had some really incredible watches, like shopping for watches with Kevin O'Leary, which is a cool video. But be sure to check this out. The link will be in the description of this video. If you're one of Teddy's viewers, welcome to Life on the Wrist. Hope you guys are doing all right today. We're kind of like Teddy. We create videos about watches, just about any topic you can really think of. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. So let's just get straight into it.
In this video, we look at watches that some of the richest CEOs in the world wear.
I always love his intros, by the way. They're great.
All right, guys, before we jump in, if you do like this idea of a series, I think there could be a part 2 here. Give this video a thumbs up. That's a great indicator for me on what you guys want to see. And also, if you've not heard, I did launch my watch strap line on my website. So if you're in the market for watch straps, and who isn't in the market for watch straps? You can't have too many of them. Definitely go over there, check them out. If you buy one, that's a big help for me in supporting the channel. First up, we have a man who is the CEO of Morgan Stanley, one of the largest wealth management firms in the world. James P. Gorman, CEO of Morgan Stanley, joined the firm in February of 2006 as president and CEO of Global Wealth Management Group, before climbing to the ranks of becoming the chairman and CEO in 2009, and has served the role ever since, and currently oversees well over $1 trillion in assets. He's been seen wearing a few different watches over the years. However, there's one that has been seen frequently on his wrist, a Rolex Daytona reference 116520. The watch is on an oyster bracelet. It comes in with a price point between $12,000 and $15,000 and has a 40mm case and is powered by an automatic Rolex 4130 movement.
All right, 120 in. Let me just give you my thoughts on this watch before Teddy does. Interesting that a banker wears a Daytona. Obviously, Rolex is really attractive to bankers, but I think this watch in general is very attractive to just about everyone. One, the fact that it's completely stainless steel is extremely attractive. People are hugely excited about stainless steel watches, so that's really great. I love the fact that this has a white dial. Gives it a very clean color, very kind of understated as well, which I really like. Oyster bracelets are super comfy. On this reference, they were extremely comfortable. I think they started getting that glide lock system in the strap as well, which was really cool. This is a grail for just about anyone. It's literally everything that you would want in a Rolex Daytona without having to pay the vintage Daytona price. So let's hear what Teddy has to say.
Now, next up, we have the president of the Toyota Motor Company, Akio Toyoda. Akio, the grandson of Toyota's original founder, took the role as president of the company in 2009. By the end of 2017, Toyota was the second largest automobile manufacturer in the world outside of the VW group, but still has the largest valuation out of any automobile company and brought in $265 billion in the previous fiscal year. However, despite Akio Toyoda being the president of a Japanese economic powerhouse, what he has been seen wearing is a luxury Swiss watch. The watch, a Patek Philippe Calatrava 5119G in white gold. The watch is hand wound, featuring Patek Philippe's caliber 215, has a 36mm case, and can be found on sale between $15,000 and $21,000, depending on if you're going used or retail.
All right, so 2 and 9 in. Cool story. I actually really like how he's actually giving a little bit of history about each of the people he discusses. So telling them about the company, telling them about their history with the company, and it's really cool. This Patek Philippe, the 5119, this is actually one of the best entry-level Patek Philippe's that you're trying to get. You can get them on the second-hand market for a lot cheaper than some of the entry-level pieces that are currently being sold by Patek Philippe. So this is a really, really great watch. I love the fact that it's in white gold. It's like kind of, when someone looks at it, they would think it would be steel, but it's actually white gold, which is a little bit more luxurious, but you don't have to be so overt and tell everyone. I also really like kind of like the finishing on the I don't know if it's a bezel, but the outside ring of the front of the case. It gives a little bit of a texture, being that this is a relatively simple watch. May beat to some that it's kind of boring. So that's one thing. I will say the 215 caliber from Patek Philippe sometimes gets some hate just because it's very, very simplistic, and for what they're producing, they're really marking it up quite heavily. But I have a differing opinion on that. I think Patek Philippe movements are special in their own right, so we won't get it too far into that. But cool watch, and interesting that it kind of fits Akio's style. Let's continue.
So what do you think of the choices so far, guys? If you're new here, definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, and also give this video a thumbs up if you want me to continue this series. Next up on our list, we have the CEO of Microsoft, Satya Nadella. Nadella became the CEO of Microsoft at 46 years old in 2014, succeeding Steve Ballmer, and was with the company for 25 years prior to that date. Microsoft has brought in $110 billion in revenue in this previous fiscal year, but now on for the watch. Nadella sports a Breitling Colt automatic, or at least he's been seen wearing it in a few different occasions. These watches come in with a retail price of around $3,500 and are powered by a Breitling 17 movement. It's a modified ETA movement. This watch also comes with 200 meters of water resistance and comes with several different dial and case sizes, and honestly is a pretty humble pick for a guy who's making millions of dollars a year. Speaking of humble picks from the CEO,
let's start with 3 minutes. So that was an interesting watch for the CEO of Microsoft. I'd be interested to actually interview him and find out a little bit more about the watch. Maybe he actually got it as a present from someone, or it's the only watch that he owns. It's very robust. ETA movements, so you're not gonna have any issues with accuracy, with it getting bumped up too much. It's pretty much a mass-produced, robust movement. It's a sports watch from Breitling. I like the fact that it came from Breitling. That's cool, because they were one of the only massive watch manufacturers that was privately owned until recently, when it was acquired by a private equity fund. But cool pick, and interesting that he went for a cheaper watch, being that he makes so much money. Like he said, quite a humble pick. Again, I think there's a story behind that watch, so it'd be an interesting thing to look at.
And speaking of humble picks from a CEO, we have another one here from the CEO of Walmart, Doug McMillon. So Walmart is the largest company in the world and employs the most individuals, with over 2.3 million associates at their company. In 2017, its revenues totaled $485 billion. But the watch that McMillon has been seen wearing is his Citizen Skyhawk ATJY00053E. And goodness, Citizen, your reference numbers are way too long. This watch comes in with a 46mm case, 200 meters of water resistance, is powered by a quartz movement, and comes in with a price point between $300 and $600, and is available on Walmart's website. Or wait, no, it's not. It's out of stock. So instead, you might want to go to Amazon, and that's a perfect segue for our next CEO here.
344. So cool that a CEO is wearing a humble watch. I think that's a testament to the fact that, like, you don't have to spend a lot of money if you're into watches. You can enjoy watches for a lot less than some of these other people are spending on watches. I think it's cool that Walmart is a humble company. I think the CEO is kind of the company is an extension of him, right? So the company is quite humble, and I think the fact that the CEO is humble is why the company is that way. Cool watch, $300-400. You might as well pick one up and enjoy it.
Jeff Bezos. So Jeff Bezos has quickly become one of the most recognizable CEOs in the world, and for good reason. The man has grown online retailer Amazon exponentially in the last decade. And in September, the company briefly passed a $1 trillion valuation. And Jeff Bezos has become the richest man in the world as a result, now having a reported net worth well over $100 billion. So with all this money, what is he wearing on his wrist? So Bezos has been seen wearing a Ulysse Nardin dual time. And there's a little bit of questioning in just kind of what reference number has been seen on his wrist, but putting all that aside, it is easy to see why he decides to wear this watch and has been seen wearing it on several occasions. The watch comes in with a unique dual time window as well as a typical 12-hour analog display. The watch features 2 pushers on the left side of the case to allow you to add and subtract time for easy time setting while traveling. And for a guy as busy as Jeff, probably jumping on and off planes all around the world, I could imagine this being a great feature. The watch line does fluctuate in price a good amount, but you can find these used on the market for around $5,000, give or take. And for a guy that's worth over $100 billion, I mean, $5 grand, that's a drop in the bucket. All right, guys, so those are some of the CEOs today. I wanted to make room for a part 2. So if you want to see that, give this video a thumbs up.
All right, so that seems to be the end of the video. Just on Jeff Bezos's watch, I think a common theme here is that you don't see these CEOs wearing $100,000-$200,000 watches. I think it's because their focus is really on their companies. Just on Jeff Bezos' one, Lucian Ardan is a great manufacturer, great watch to wear. Dual time is great because he's traveling a lot. I think the GMT function is one of the most useful currently, based on the types of things that we're doing as civilization. It's really useful. Cool watch. I like the dial. Very, very simple. There's not much to say about this watch. I wonder if Bezos has a collection. Who knows? But very, very cool watch. I think the one common theme with these is these CEOs are really focused on their companies. They're not really focused on the watches that they're going to collect like we are. But I think it's interesting to see how they express their tastes in watches, and whether that's a humbly doing it like the CEO of Walmart, or showing that their taste is very refined and focused on quality, like the Toyota CEO with his Patek Philippe. I think there's different ways of kind of expressing it, and I think this is a great way of seeing how they express their interest in watches. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Maybe we'll check out the part 2. Let me know in the comments if I should do that. Also, if you didn't do the beginning video, I didn't actually say it this video, but be sure to like this video for us. It really does help us out. And it, like Teddy says, it kind of tells me that you like these types of videos, so I will continue to make them. Be sure to hit that subscribe button if you like these types of videos or you're new to the channel. Also, I'll put a link in the description to this video as well as Teddy's channel. He makes some really great videos, and I hope this kind of brings the watch community closer together. And with that said, guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and until next time.